Today I've got my new racket. It's time to get back out on the court. It's Australia versus America, and I really want to whip this guy, and I think I'm going to as well, but I need to speak to John McDermott to get myself functioning properly, moving well, and warmed up. He's our functional therapist. He's going to show me what to do. Let's go see what he has to say.
When you're warming up for tennis, you want to take a look at the compensations that take place during the game of tennis. That happens at the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, and of course the hips, the knees, and the feet. First warm-up exercise we're going to do is full circles. The most important thing is for Nick to be able to keep his shoulder down while he's doing that exercise. Then we're going to do 3 or 4 in that direction, and let's go right back in the other direction now. We're going to go 3 and 4 in the other direction. Now let's do a few going across the body this way. So I'll stand over here, and you're going to go straight across the body, and this is called the funnel plane. Next area we're going to look at is the elbow. Very important in tennis, obviously. We want to go shoulder first, then elbow, then wrist, in that sequence, in that order, because it's very important for the brain, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to have you go in this position here and just bring your thumb and point your thumb at yourself, like I'm the best. What you want to do is you want to slowly begin to start rotating your wrist out here to the end as far as you can, hold it, and then begin under resistance to pull this away from the body. Go as far as you can, hold that position. Then what you want to do is you want to come here, turn it over, pull it back, and come back to the original position. Hit yourself in the head, okay?
Yeah, I can really feel it warming up.
Yeah.
Shoulder, elbow,
Exactly.
even the wrist that little bit with the racket.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
So now we want to work wrists. Now, the wrist, just like anything else, we're going to start with what we call flexion and extension, okay? These two motions of the wrist, and we're looking to open up this joint and this joint, as well as here and here, right? Those 4 points right there. And I can do this with the racket or without. If I hold the racket, I'm really looking to drive my wrist around the racket, not my racket around the wrist. Big difference there. Coming up, you're creating more space. Coming down, you're creating less space on this side, but more space on that side. Last one for the wrist is lateral deviation. When we're here, we're going to drive the wrist all the way out like this. Again, decreasing space on this side, increasing space on this side. But if you pull this up, now all this is going to get stretched, okay? And then when you push it back down again, you just drive straight down toward the floor.
Solid victory in 3 sets. Thanks to John for showing me how to warm up. My tennis elbow didn't come up at all. Usually I wear a brace, but because I warmed up properly, I've avoided injury and I've moved well and properly around the court. Remember to cool down and also remember to connect with us. I'm Nick Davey for KTV.